Cat mom, the murder gets arisen. Baby Gronk told me that I got mad riz. Goon with me, join the Sigma Nation. Riz and show him how big your drink is. Be Gronk, the Sigma that we gel for. L Don, the Pookie that we sim for. In Ohio,
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Sundays with the Sprinkles. Sundays after the Steelers season is over. Brandon Shanahan joining us. Cortland in the background. Tyler Sprinkle will be joining us. He's shitting currently. What's going on, Brandon? How are you?
Hey, we're doing great, man.
It's going to be a short show today. It's divisional round week here in the NFL. College Football Playoff Championship is set. We're going to talk a lot of shit about Bengals fans. But first and foremost, how are you feeling about the College Football Championship? How do you feel like it's played out? How do you think this matchup is going to go?
I love it. I'm so juiced. I think this is exactly what happens when you get an expanded field and teams have to earn their way in. Because there's been so much jibber jabber about the 14 playoff. And we want the best 4 teams, not the most 4 deserving. Well, I mean, if you give these guys the opportunity, the cream will rise to the top. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, the 2 best teams are, if you give them the larger sample size, they're going to find a way to match up in the national championship game. Also, coincidentally, not surprising, this second year in a row, no SEC teams in the national championship. So, I want to talk about cream rising to the top. Exhibit A. I was trying to figure out a way to mention the fact that TCU played in the national championship, but I couldn't figure that out. I'm hyped. All-time like uniform brand matchup. The only thing that I wish we could have is like a like how they do the mega cast. If we could have like a Lou Holtz live film this entire time while he's just talking shit about how little of a man Ryan Day is, almost like a Yule log. Like he's just sitting in front of his fireplace at home.
Yeah, like one of those YouTube videos he just plays in the background.
Yeah, and he's like, that little fucking bitch Ryan Day. Listen here, when I was a coach.
Oh no, you're right. That would be hilarious. And I actually hope that Ryan Day just has Lou Holtz's picture just post, like that's their only bulletin board material, just Lou Holtz. Like they're not even game planning. Just hey, fuck this guy. I think, see, that's the dumb thing. Like with college basketball, everyone loves it when an underdog makes it. Nobody complains that a 16 seed ever beats a 1 seed, right? But with football, it's just so ridiculous. Oh, we want the best teams. We want the best teams. That's not how sports work. You build a roster to be good. Everyone wants to be the best. It's all about who fucking performs when it matters. I don't understand why people are getting so upset. I don't know why fucking Kirk Herbstreit's banging on every single table he's at. Like every single SET should have been in. That's not how sports work, dude. You have to fucking perform. You don't just get there. You don't just get there because your name's on a piece of paper.
Yeah, every single sport, it's the most deserving teams get in. There's a certain set of criteria, and the most deserving teams get in the playoffs. Yeah, the Buccaneers probably weren't the best 4 teams in the NFC, but they got to host a home game because they won their division. I mean, you're not seeing teams from the AFC North who didn't get in, like banging the table, like, well, we had a tougher schedule. Look at our strength of schedule. We should have gotten in the playoffs over whoever else got in.
Oh, yeah, actually, not the Broncos, somebody else. The Steelers, probably.
Actually, we did see a little bit of that, but I mean, that's just because Bengal fans are brain dead.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm glad you mentioned that because you alerted me to a tweet the other day, and it got put on my radar almost immediately. And I was like, you know what? Fuck these fucking guys, man. What have they won? What have they ever done to deserve this level of fucking just smugness? And so this is the one. Broncos, who invited my man Justin Bieber hanging out with Messi,
Neymar.
What's his name? Neymar, thank you. And then I don't know, who cares? Doesn't matter. It's Justin Bieber. We're not fucking Justin Bieber, dude. You know what? Here's what the Bengals are: a ringless, bitchless, sad excuse of a franchise. Thanks, AI. AI is the best thing that ever happened to the internet, dude.
Yeah, I mean, because like we get it, we see it pretty vividly from Chiefs fans. And rightly so. They've won 3 Super Bowls in the last 10 years. You know, they have the best quarterback of all time. I get it, dude. But the Bengals haven't done shit ever. The best thing that ever happened in their franchise is they fell ass backwards into Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. Now they missed the playoffs in back-to-back seasons. Like that's.
I will say the Icky Shuffle was pretty cool. Like that. That's like a one. Drafting Joe Burrow, Icky Shuffle. Like that's a close 1-2. You know what
that's
I mean?
fair. That's fair.
Yeah, so but fuck those guys. Like, I don't understand who they think they are. I don't know why they just have such a sense of entitlement. It's like win a game or win more games and see what happens next time. It's crazy. It's crazy to me.
I think.
By the way,
put it well. So they beat the Chiefs one time in the playoffs. Now they're going to ride that high for the next 15 years.
I know they're going to keep saying, "Oh, they're afraid of us. They're afraid of dude." Nobody's afraid of you at all. Your defense is ass. You have one good player on defense, and he's been anchoring you. And they're about to lose one of their star wide receivers, probably T. Higgins. They need offensive line help, and they might never get it because their owner's cheap and they're a fucking poverty franchise.
Well, and that's the other thing is that they were talking about how the Chiefs are afraid of them. The Broncos have beaten the Chiefs more recently than the Bengals have.
Broncos are undefeated against the Chiefs in 2025. People forget.
Well, I mean, even outside of that game, I mean, we beat them with Russell Wilson as their quarterback.
That's
we were a blown left guard assignment away from sweeping them this year. Like, if I'm the Chiefs, I'm way more afraid of the Broncos than I am the Chiefs, than the Bengals. Yeah. And I mean, that might just be my own bias, but like, the Broncos are way worse matchup for. And it didn't matter because I mean, the Broncos got their teeth kicked in by the Buffalo Bills, so it's a non-issue. But
I do want to wait for Tyler to talk about that game, but I can't wait because I do want to talk about it. I know the score was 31-7, but it didn't feel like the Broncos were. I'm trying to figure out a way to put this and make it not sound like an idiot. But you know what I mean? It didn't feel like we were getting blown out. It felt like we just weren't making if we just made one or two more plays, the score wouldn't have gotten out of hand. But once it got out of hand, it got out of hand. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, like it just kind of feels like I don't want to make this sound like the Bills only won because the ball broke their way. Because I mean the Broncos, if they were going to win that game, they needed the ball to break their way every time, and it seems like it kind of fell the other way. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, the Bills being the Buffalo Bills at home, I mean that's just a recipe for a lopsided number.
Yeah, and I think I figure out the coaching was there, the game plan was there. It wasn't a bad game plan. It's just the talented roster made more play. The more talented roster made more plays, and that's why the score. You know what I mean? The margins might have been low, but then they just kept increasing, and all of a sudden it looks like a blowout at the end of the day.
We'll always have that first drive. We'll always have that first drive.
That was Bo Nix to Troy Franklin. Oh my god, I was thinking some stuff, dude. I was feeling some things. I was burnt my apartment down.
Dude, that rocked.
I howled at the top of my lungs. And it turns out Bo Nix is making those throws with a fucking broken back, dude. Shout out our guy.
Dude, how about that? Just an animal.
3 fractures in his back. What do the Raiders do to him? That actually makes that weird that clip where he just fucking got the crazy eyes to that Raiders player even crazier in my mind.
He just broke his back, and he's still getting in this fucking face, dude. Dude, that's my quarterback, man. I'm so happy.
I'm so happy. Nix. I know, dude. I fucking love this guy. There is I mean, I've mentioned this before. There is we're in the trust tree, right? Nobody else is listening to this? Okay. There's a small part of me that thinks, what if this is as good as he's going to get? But you know what? If he just gets more experience, he gets smarter. Who fucking knows, dude? I mean, he's that. A lot of his shortcomings this year was just a lot of inexperience. But once he did something wrong, he never did it again. And that's what I love about growth from anybody. That's what I love about growth for myself. That's what I look for in myself. So seeing that in my quarterback, because Russell Wilson, 13-year vet Russell Wilson, supposed to be the franchise quarterback for the Denver Broncos, he couldn't stop doing the same thing over and over again. He would make the same mistakes over and over and over again. I was like, dude, what are we doing? Self-sack again? That's crazy.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. And I would just say, I mean, we saw a ton of growth from Bo Nix just this year. I feel like it would be silly to not expect at least some growth moving forward. So he didn't know how to throw a touchdown pass the first 2 games.
We didn't think he could.
Now all of a sudden, he was knocking on the doorstep of Rookie of the Year.
Yeah. Who do you think he won it, by the way, or do you think they give it to Daniels?
No, I think they'll give it to Daniels.
I don't disagree, and I it's not supposed to, but I feel like the playoff run is going to have something to do with it, and also the hype it brought to DC. It's a different. I'm living here. It's a different vibe. It feels like whenever the Commanders are good, and the national media picks up on that. So I think that's kind of what it's going to. It's just more of a vibe type deal because I mean you have Lamar Jackson at 30 minutes, 45 minutes up the road, electric. DC's been chomping at the bit for somebody like that. They finally got him, and he's electric. He's incredible. He's going to be a very good quarterback until that field finally tears his kneecap off. But I mean,
Yeah, and I feel
Commanders.
like with Jaden Daniels and Bo Nix, I feel like Sean Payton's going to eat up a lot of the credit for Bo Nix. And this is not just a rookie of the year conversation, but like moving forward, like legacy talk and, where Bo ranks it among other quarterbacks. I think that's going to be part of the conversation is, he's got Sean Payton.
Mm-hmm.
Rightly or wrongly.
Yeah, but that's what you want, though. That's why I don't understand. Yeah, I just saw that text from Murphy. He's a bitch. So Trevor Murphy, too afraid to show his face in this podcast if the Steelers fucking shoot their foot off against the goddamn Ravens. He won't come on this show, but he'll text us in the group chat. He just called me a bum. And I've never been more insulted in my life than I am right now. But hey, we move on. Getting into the matchups today, like I said, it's going to be a short show today. Chance we see 2 blowouts today. What do we have? Chiefs, Texans, not Steelers. Chiefs, Texans, Raven, motherfucker. Commanders, Lions. There we go. Commanders, Lions, Chiefs, Texans is what we have today. Chance we see 2 blowouts. What do you think?
I mean, probably pretty likely. If you told me that the 2 games that are 8.5 point spreads ended up being blowouts, probably wouldn't surprise me at all. Yeah, I mean, it's certainly an uphill battle for either underdog, especially the Commanders going into Ford Field. Man, watch out.
Going into Ford Field is going to be tough. I mean, the Chiefs, dude, with rest and Andy Reid on a bye and Patrick Mahomes just having a baby and Travis Kelce said he feels better than ever. Like, oh, dude, there's no way they can lose. There's not a chance that they lose this game,
0% chance.
Like if they even, honestly, if they don't blow them out, I feel like that's a loss,
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
I mean, you just won back-to-back Super Bowls. You're not gonna blow them out in the divisional round.
I mean, you had to do some flexing along the way.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I would shoot my left foot off for a Texans win. I think I've made peace with that.
If you haven't noticed, I'm trying to just will that into because I'm such a mush. Like I'm just trying to will that into existence.
I know, but like it, even that feels yucky.
I know, dude. In my heart hurt. The game I'm looking forward to the most, though. Oh wait, somebody online called Jared Goff a slant merchant. I don't think that's true at all.
I think people online just don't know what they're talking about.
Well, it was Tim the Tap Man. He certainly doesn't know what he's talking about. I just remembered who I heard that from. It's nothing better than saying I heard online. Heard it from people online.
Yeah.
Speaking of hearing it from people online, what's up, Tyler?
How's it going?
It's going. We've talked about how. All right, so we'll catch up. Bengals fans stink.
Mm-hmm.
The worst. Comment?
Correct.
Okay. Talked about the Broncos. Their season over. Smile because it happened. No cries because it's over.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, I did say, and see, this is where I was trying to come off as like not sounding like an idiot because I know that you're going to call me an idiot, but I know the score was 31-7, but I don't think it was that big of a blowout only because, and I had, this is my reasoning. Listen. The coaching and the game plan was there. The more talented roster made the better plays. Like Brandon said, the ball didn't bounce our way ever at all. And we needed turnovers to win that game. We didn't get any turnovers. Josh Allen, best QB in the league. It's a really good roster. So the margins started here, and then all of a sudden they just kept getting wider and wider and wider, and like we just stayed the same. Like they elevated their play.
I think that means they got their ass kicked, buddy.
See, I liked it better when Brandon here was just fucking nodding to everything I said. It's like, no, that makes sense.
Well, I think my whole point is like if they played 9 more times, it probably wouldn't be that bad again. Like this is the worst version of events that could have happened.
There's a team that's locked in, dude. Bills are locked in. Like we just ran into a buzzsaw.
I guess you can say that you can't plan on all those drops from the wide receivers that haven't really dropped the ball this year every single time.
Every time I see that Cortland Sutton play, I throw up in my mouth.
But they couldn't stop the run at all.
Ever.
So I think
But see, that's just a lack of a talented roster. I feel like the game plan was there, like the coaching was there. We can make the roster more talented, but as long as the coaching is important too, and the coaching was there.
But
I think is my point.
Our defense is all pro. So I don't. Who are you changing out? That's going to make it
We're
better.
2 all pros.
It's a top 5 defense in the league, Brett. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but they didn't play it like at the last like 5 or 6 weeks of the season.
Yeah, Vance Joseph.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Thanks for coming back. Thanks for helping out again. See you, dude.
Dude, you
Don't
see
make me
2
do my
third-round
Vance
picks?
Joseph impression. Yeah. Brandon, do you
2
know
third-round
about my
picks?
Vance Joseph impression? I think you do.
Do you have a Vance Joseph impression?
Oh,
No,
well,
buddy.
you can't. Not here. Maybe I'll FaceTime you later. I'll show you. But you gotta be all alone.
Very much NSFW.
Yeah, season was great. Made it way further than anybody expected. It's always nice beating the Chiefs. Yeah, I know it was the second or third string players,
I
but
don't
my
care.
thought on that, okay, how are you going to be this fantastic team and your second string players are so ass?
Not a lot of depth. Goose egg.
That's embarrassing.
So
I mean,
that's always
the
fun.
kicker wasn't a backup. He missed that
Yeah,
fucking field
true.
goal.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he did.
can't
He kicks
complain.
weird. And I don't like it. He kicks weird now.
I think he's still hurt. But
I think he is too, but like, why even play? Get back in the kitchen, dude.
Wasn't that whole fucking game plan just don't play our hurt players?
Yeah, essentially.
yeah. But maybe
will
he's
say-
hiding it.
I will say, like, I feel like that game was less about the Chiefs and more about the Broncos just taking care of business. They knew what they needed to do. The Chiefs, like, they were just there. Like, I don't really think that. I mean, that game obviously didn't matter that too much to them.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're happy to see your guys like, hey, season's on the line. We need to go out here, don't fuck around. And they didn't fuck around. 38-0's incredible.
We should thank the Chiefs for letting us in the playoffs,
Or at least letting us keep the Bengals. out of
Psych,
the
we would have
playoffs.
beat the fuck out of Patrick Mahomes.
Oh yeah, we would have fucking knocked him around.
Well, and that's it. I mean, to piggyback on what Brett just said, I mean, we did come out and play lights out offensively and defensively. Like, if that was a fully loaded Chiefs team, I'm not convinced that we don't beat them by 10 points.
Yeah. I don't know. I
Or at
think
least 23-20 the other way. Like, it
if
would have been.
Patrick Mahomes is out there, he doesn't miss all the throws that Carson Wentz missed.
Right. And yeah, I mean, he definitely closes that gap a lot, but I mean, I think pound for pound, the Broncos would have found a way.
So we have 2 games today, Tyler. Texans, Chiefs, Lions, Commanders. Chance for 2 blowouts today. I think the Chiefs are going to destroy the Texans. There's no way the Chiefs lose. The best team in the world, like we
I don't
said,
think
they're
so.
going to cakewalk their way.
I think that the Texans will still lose, but I think beating the Chargers last week, they realized like, yo, we can do this. And I think that that's kind of a powerful thing in the playoffs. I don't think that they'll win, but I think it'll be a decent game. Let's see.
Mm-hmm. I think it was very comforting to see CJ Stroud taking off more. That opens up that offense a little bit more, especially when they're playing just man coverage down the field. I also think that defense, kind of unlocks something, and then they get one of their linebackers back this week, and who knows? That offense is still going to be maligned. They're going to have to count on that defense to get turnovers, but it's like any upset. You're going to need turnovers to make it happen. So if they get like 2 or 3 turnovers, like who fucking knows?
Let's just hope it's not another situation where they're up 24-0 in the second quarter. And
I was just
they're
thinking
down
about
by
that,
halftime.
dude.
So
Oh my god. That was the start. That was the start of all of our nightmares, I feel like.
do you also think that they have a little extra juice knowing that all of America is behind them?
The Texans?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Why is all of America behind them? Just because to beat the Chiefs?
Yeah.
Because they're playing ISIS.
I mean, they're becoming the
playing
Patriots,
Taliban.
right?
Yeah, they're playing the Taliban. That's where I was going.
Yeah.
That's a good comp, right? It's like the Bengals fans are ISIS to the Chiefs Taliban. Chiefs fans Taliban. It's like Taliban, they're a steady force. They're going to be hanging out in Afghanistan till long after we're dead, right? ISIS, their window's closing. You know, they make some flashy plays. Yeah, dude. They go to the internet, try to talk people into their team. You know what I mean? It's like whatever.
So let me ask you guys this: what do you think of the United States removing Cuba from the state-sponsored terrorist list?
I don't know. You tell me, dude. You wrote the story on it. Brandon was Brandon asked me for some advice. I just put him through like just a training thing. So I had him just write a news article for his broadcast, and I gave him probably two of the most, not necessarily complicated stories, but just two stories that were just overtly difficult for no reason because they were just the first two I saw. He crushed it. He knocked it out of the park, though. That boy's meant for TV.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And so that was Brandon's flu game since his whole family's sick right now, right?
Yeah, I
was on the road last night calling JJ Pierce basketball. So we're getting through it.
Are they good at basketball too?
Not as good as they were in football, but they pulled off a pretty big upset. Keeps them in the playoff hunt last night, so that was pretty cool.
Oh,
how far did they make it in the playoffs?
They made it. Well, they won the first game, and then they got boat race in the second round. But I mean, that's pretty typical. That's still I think that's as far as they've gone in 20 years.
Do people like stop you at the grocery store and be like, "Dude, you're the voice of our boys," you know?
No. When I was in Washington, Iowa, the local subway played our radio station like over the head speaker. So like when the news hour was on and it was primarily me, like I would go there and like hope that somebody would be like, "Hey, is this you?" Nobody ever did. But you know, I got plenty of cold cut sandwiches to ease the hurt.
You're telling me that it's not like Friday Night Lights.
Not here.
That's a bummer.
Not here. I think like once you get to, it's also tricky because Richardson is like a small suburb of Dallas, but Richardson has 3 high schools, so it's really hard to really rally around one. Like one school towns are a lot more like that.
Bummer. I wish you would have lied to me, but that's okay. We can move on.
Well, I mean, it's got to be comforting to know that like the Friday Night Lights vibe does exist, just not for the
but you don't have firsthand knowledge of that, so I don't believe you.
Okay. And honestly, I'm starting to question why we need you on this podcast anymore. I thought that's kind of the angle I thought you were bringing. So like, I just don't understand what we're doing here. What a good show that was, dude.
Is that right?
Shout out Lila Garrity.
I try to go back and watch it from time to time, and I think I've seen it a couple times. So maybe that's the reason why I can't really get into it again. But it's kind of like those shows. Like Burn Notice, I don't feel like holds up very well. Psych in the early seasons doesn't hold up as well for me, unfortunately. I love that show. So it's always a bummer when you go back to watch a show that used to be your favorite. You're like, oh, this kind of sucks.
Well, I know it's always the hour-long shows though. Like the half-hour shows, like How I Met Your Mother. Like I'm watching that now. New Girl always fucking slaps. Like it's always the half-hour-long shows you can always like go back and watch because I mean it's only like 22 minutes of your time every single time. When you're watching an hour-long show that's 42 minutes, you just kind of have to lock in for. So like one episode takes up an entire like 1/24 of your day. So I mean it's just like if I'm watching this and I've already seen it, like what's the point?
Yeah. Well, speaking of shows, Brandon, I know you're kind of a connoisseur. What are you watching right now?
Oh man,
Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
Let's go, bitch. Dude. We got new season of Love Is Blind in 3 weeks. That we're counting down here.
Counting down the days, huh? 722 hours until Love Is Blind is back.
He has a calendar on his desk that he tears off a page every single day.
Oh, yes, we're one day closer. We just got done watching Squid Games 2. That pissed me off.
Okay.
Tyler and I lived Squid Games on Fortnite.
Yeah.
Do they have Squid Games?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a special mode.
Somebody made it. Yeah.
That sounds like it rocks.
It's kind of neat, to be honest.
I'm trying to get in
I
the
always
house
forget you have a
cards.
PS5. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I always forget you have a PS5. You just never played with us.
And so I'll defend Brandon here,
Don't defend
and also
him. He
tear
doesn't
him
need
down a
defending.
little bit.
Okay, good.
We tried to play college football with him one time. His internet is so fucking bad that we couldn't play with him. So I think and maybe that's on purpose. He's like,
He throttles and
yeah,
he
I'll play with
throttles
you guys.
himself.
Hey, hey. So that way he can leave and do whatever he wants.
Mm-hmm. He's like, I already talked to you guys for like 2 hours a week. That's too much.
Yeah. So that's my defense of Brandon. Even though I know Texas has fantastic internet. So you're sandbagging me. I know it, but I'll let you off.
I mean, I wouldn't say Texas has fantastic. Where's that coming from?
I've just always heard that the internet in Texas is great.
I mean, it's like cheaper because we have multiple providers, so that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But of all the providers stuck.
Interesting.
Brandon just turns us like a stream or like a fucking just starts streaming something on every single TV and laptop in his house, and then he starts playing games with you. It's like that just really brings it down. Yeah, it just really brings it down.
So the reason I say that about the internet is, as you guys know, I'm big into professional Call of Duty. It's one of my guilty pleasures.
Let's go.
They all move to Texas for the internet because a lot of their season is played online. So that they moved to Texas because the internet is so good.
Interesting. I mean, I could see that because I mean, there's so much growth here that, like, I imagine if you move to like a newer neighborhood, you get all the fiber optics and.
Dude, you're probably walking around just a bunch of pro Call of Duty players. You don't even know it.
Dude, I got a lot.
That's probably why nobody's stopping him in the stores. Everyone's stopping the pro Call of Duty players.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So.
Dude, shout out that 1 week where I was a Call of Duty play-by-play broadcaster. What an electric day!
That was sick. I was trying to coach Brett through the game and stuff. It was fun. But back to TV shows. Sophie and I are watching Severance. Hear great things about it. Just started it I think on Monday we started it.
Okay.
It's fucking weird, but it's a show that keeps you coming back, And they just came out with the second season. So if you guys have Apple TV, give it a shot.
No, I've definitely heard great things, and they were in Grand Central Station promoting it the other day. That was kind of neat. I don't know, dude. Shows that everybody says are good, I just don't. I have a hard time just sitting down and watching. I don't know what it is. Like, maybe it's just the hype and everything. I don't know.
See, I'm the opposite. I'm like, I got to be involved. I don't want to be the man left out.
Yeah, because you're consistently on Twitter. You got to tweet to your loyal followers.
That's right.
Absolutely. Speaking of Twitter, did you guys see the fucking new song that AJ, Big Justice, and the RZA just dropped?
That was on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
I mean,
I sent
saw
it to Brandon, actually.
It doesn't exist. TikTok doesn't
Rizzler
exist anymore.
fucking shredding.
Dude, that was incredible. Can I play that without getting DMCA, do you think?
Yeah, no, you're going to get DMCA'd. Yeah.
Fuck, man. I want to please. Oh, God, I want that in one of our intros or outros so bad. Even just a segment.
If we got DMCA'd from one of those fucking videos or even the songs that we played, that one is going to be so much worse.
They're going to come to my house and beat my ass.
Yeah. Probably will. It's probably me talking shit on the people making the pools. They're like, all right, no, fuck that. Fuck these guys.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was one of the songs. Do you still have
that
in here?
Oh, like the intros and outros?
Yeah.
I feel like those are fine. I mean, those are just shit posting TikToks.
Yeah, but if they uploaded it to YouTube and copyrighted
the AI defines it. Yeah. I mean, I guess we'll find out today because it didn't happen the first week, so we know it's not the intro.
Yeah. So the only thing that changed were the videos on screen and the outro.
Yeah.
So if we get another strike, I mean, we're in dangerous territory.
I mean, we'll just be the bad boys of YouTube. I'm fine with that.
Living our whole lives on YouTube with one strike remaining.
Mm-hmm. It's where I live. It's where I breathe. Speaking of that, God damn it, dude, I'm so fucking mad at the Dodgers. Every single time. Their farm system is Japan, and they just fucking go and just grab everybody. Just pluck them out.
Well, I was on the Turlet this morning. I was reading a story saying that a lot of MLB teams are going to ask the MLB to investigate this because it seems like the deal was done well before he became a free agent. So
Why? What makes it seem that way?
I'm not sure. The article did not explain that very well. But a lot of that's why every MLB executive was like, he's going to the Dodgers because they like already knew that something was in place. Apparently, it's kind of how it was laid out. But yeah, the Dodgers suck. Fuck the Dodgers, ruining baseball. Yeah, I did see a funny tweet saying Steve Cohen donated $1 million to the wildfire fund, and the Dodgers are donating $100 million, but deferred until 2034. So, hell yeah,
That's good. That's good. That's a good one. That's good. I like that.
mm-hmm.
Speaking of that, shout out LA Wildfires.
No, disavow.
Sucks. But yeah, no, the sucks. That's what I was gonna say.
Disavow the wildfires.
Disavow the wildfires. Terrible. I had something in my head that I forgot I was gonna say. Concert last night was fun, by the way.
That's good.
Yeah. Eagles Mania. Dude, we were the only people in there. Actually, I mean, I said 31, but like realistically, we were probably the only people in there under 40. Honestly, just an awesome time. It was a great time.
Well, dude, let's not joke around here. You're barely under 31, so
I'm under 31. There's no barely about it. Well, I said 31 to make myself feel better, but we were the only people there under 40 by a long shot.
So the fact that you said 31 means that there are probably a lot of 30-year-olds there. You just had to. Oh
no, it was me. It was me, and it was my friends. All right. Well, I will say for a fact that my friend was the only one in their 20s.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, but still a fucking awesome time.
Younger than 26, and under 28.
Suck my dick, dude.
You dirty old bitch.
I'm not. Actually, honestly, there's nothing wrong with getting old. Just like there's things you can't change. You know, my hair, my dick size,
death taxes, and Brandon making spreadsheets for shit that a lot of other people have no idea about.
I love a good spreadsheet.
Yeah, I just saw that smile on his face as soon as you said that.
No, our lease renewal is coming up, and so I was doing a lot of research behind the scenes so I can pitch it to the missus. You know, if we would decide to move, and she was like, "How do you just have all this stuff off the dome?" I'm like, "I got a spreadsheet, got formulas, cost of savings, commute mileage. Like, we're locked in."
He's got the Apple glasses on. He's like,
just grabbing shit, just fucking put it in there.
Looking spreadsheet shit.
Let's go.
I would love to live in your brain for a day.
It's a lot of yelling. I don't know if you like that.
Anytime there's silence, it's just
ah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I saw Joel Embiid ducking Jokic again.
All the time. Every single time, dude.
Well, that was the basketball corner. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry. The shout out Murphy. Too afraid to come on Sundays after the Steelers season is over.
Yeah, bitch. Hey, he could say a lot of mean things about the Broncos.
But he won't. Debate time. Who's getting the rock? Who you handing it off to?
Derrick Henry with dreads.
You don't like Derrick Henry without dreads?
No, I do.
Okay.
But to see that one giant ass dread used to be so.
It's a different level.
Yeah.
So I said to say it was going to be a short podcast. Probably wrap up here soon. I want to talk about Sunday's slate, though. Rams, Eagles, Ravens, Bills. Excited for both these games. The Rams looked really, really good against the Vikings. It's going to be cold in Philadelphia. The Eagles still look really good. They are missing a couple starters, but other than that, I think that they have a really good chance at winning this game and moving on. What do you guys think?
I'm just hoping for some good football. Jalen Hurts rocks.
Still concussed.
People are asking.
It's going to be interesting to see how Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell hold on to Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua. They've been touted as the best cornerback duo in the league, like at least the young guys. So it'll be interesting to watch that.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree. I mean, the Rams always have a good coaching staff too, so they're going to be in the game. It's going to be a one-score game. It's going to be a good game. I can't wait for that one. Bills Ravens though, that's one I don't really know what's going to happen in this game because both teams are really good. I think the talent level is pretty even. Both quarterbacks are playing at an otherworldly rate. I'm just excited just to watch some good football, like you said.
I just hope it's not like the first matchup
Where the Ravens just boat raced them. Or we know where the wait, that's what happened, right? Yeah.
That's when I was on my cruise. And I was so bummed out because it was like the only football game that they had on. And I'm like, oh, fuck, this game fucking sucks.
Yeah, it's tough.
A lot of energy in here today, boys.
I mean, I was up pretty late last night. I've been up this early this morning trying to just do research. I'm calling a basketball game here in a few hours, which is why this episode is shorter than normal.
I appreciate how you're like, we got to shorten it up. We can only go an hour and a half today. 10:30, I'm out the door.
Here we are, 10:39, still rocking. I was about to ask you guys, do you have anything else you want to talk about? Anything else? Anything on your minds?
No, not really.
Rollrish.
Kind of a slow week.
Yeah.
I'm trying
Not
to
too
think.
much happening for me either.
Is Deion Sanders going to be the coach of the Cowboys?
God, I hope so. Oh yeah, coach hirings. Mike Vrabel to the Patriots. Fuck, that's cool. I don't know. Every time I see him as the Patriots go like with the Patriots logo next to him, I was like, fuck, that's cool. That's all I think every time.
I disagree. Because
I think.
Go ahead.
I mean, I think that's fine, but I'll never forget how dirty they did Gerard Mayo to get to Mike Vrabel.
Mm-hmm.
When they could have had Mike Vrabel, they thought we have Mike Vrabel at home, Gerard Mayo, and they're like, you know what, maybe we do have to go to the restaurant and get the real thing.
Yeah, we have Chili's dippers at home. Oh wait, this is just shitty frozen food. Let's go to Chili's.
Let's go to Chili's.
Mike Vrabel's Chili's. Yeah, I feel like they're gonna be a powerhouse again in the near future, and that's always scary.
I mean, you get the coach, you get the quarterback and Joe Milton, right? Like, I mean, that sky's the limit.
Fuck you. Drake May is the guy who's going to end up being the best quarterback out of this draft.
What the hell?
What?
Friendly fire.
Yeah, dude.
No.
That boy played with a fucking broken back, dude.
You never asked me what I thought about Bo Nix.
What do you think about Bo Nix?
Drake May 1A, Bo Nix 1B.
Oh,
very
God.
close.
You're such a fucking loser, dude.
Says the guy that said, hey, trust tree. I think this is the best that Bo Nix is ever going to be, and that scares me. Fuck you, bro.
That is not what I said, dude. That is not what I said. I said what
verbatim.
No, not verbatim. Don't fucking no. Put your fucking fingers down. Put your fucking fingers down. I said what if.
Then that would be cool, dude. I mean, he rocks now with a broken back.
With a broken back, people forget. Nobody's talking about the broken back.
He seemed to get better after he broke his back. So do we need
crazier
to take a hammer to his spine every year before the season starts?
You're gonna get a beat down.
Yeah.
Ben Johnson apparently skewing more towards the Raiders kind of surprises the shit out of me.
I hate that. Fuck, I hate that.
I hate that so much. Aiden O'Connell is going to be the best quarterback in the division in 2 years. Or Shedeur Sanders, who knows?
Yeah. I'm just so tired of everybody in this fucking division getting great fucking coaches. And I'm so sick of it, dude. Why can't anything be easy?
Yeah. Toughest division in the league. I mean, that's no without a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Say what you
Three
want about
playoff
all the
teams.
other ones. 3 playoff teams.
But so did the NFC East.
Yeah, but if you
And-
really think about it,
Well, they still have 2 teams left in the playoffs.
yeah, but if you really think about it,
Yeah.
if you really think
I mean,
about it,
one of our teams lost to the fucking Texans, dude. So
yeah, they're good.
That was cool. I enjoyed that.
then
Speaking of that, I have a go card right here.
Like, I
Brandon
know
was the only one to pick the Texans. Brandon was the only one to pick the Texans.
Chargers are going to Charger.
Yeah. Tyler picked the Commanders, so he gets that one. Did pick the Vikings, though, so you're kind of stupid.
left hand up. Who are we?
Ooh,
The
the
Commanders.
Commanders.
What the fuck was that?
You never heard
Dude,
that
what?
song?
No.
Oh my god! It's one of the. It's honestly, it's one of the joys that I have of living here in DC. Is I hear that song all the time, but it's just some shitty rap song that some fans made, and the song goes "Left hand up, who are we? The Commanders." It's great. Check it out.
That's your
sometime.
homework. Yeah.
Yeah, do yourself a favor.
It's like a 2-minute song.
So there's this guy putting his left hand up and say, "We're the Commanders."
Everybody's putting their left hand up.
Everybody's like they got like 18 people in that bitch putting their left hands up. Every time the Commanders score a touchdown, the bar just puts their left hands up, dude.
All right, I'm back in. I thought that was lame at first, but just the thought of
I'm glad we could turn you around.
there's a visual of everybody just going, "Okay, touchdown, yay,
There
Commanders!"
is
That rocks.
a Broncos rap song. Ooh,
I don't
it's
wanna hear
bad.
it. I don't
it's
want to hear
so
it.
bad.
I don't want to hear it. I saw that
Ooh.
Vikings one, and I will never hear a rap about my team from my fans. Unless, of course, are there any famous rappers who like the Broncos? I'm sure there is. I'm
Probably.
just not thinking of them. Mike McCarthy going to the Bears is hilarious, I think.
I would
He's
love
not
that.
I think it's going to happen. He's definitely going to the Bears.
I don't think it's going to happen either, but that would be very funny.
I mean, who do they hire? Because they want Ben Johnson. They want a Mike Vrabel. Who else, dude?
Matt Campbell.
That would make me sad.
That would be funny. That'd make me so fucking happy.
I would not
He's a
enjoy
young
that.
guy, unproven in the NFL. You know, cut his teeth in college. He's going to be cheap.
Mhm.
You know, Virginia likes him young.
Nice and virile.
Hell yeah! All right,
So-
that's the show.
Okay,
Energy's low.
I'm trying to bring it up, dude.
It's fine. It's all right.
This was a weird show. I wish I would have.
Bye, TikTok.
Goodbye, TikTok. See you later. See you later, TikTok.
Because I have to go to Reels where I can't scroll 4 videos without seeing 2 Asian children fist fighting.
Yeah, I want to know what your algorithm looks like for that.
Dude, it is a disaster.
Like, I need to know like how many. Like, if you scroll through 10 videos, how many of them are of women dancing?
None.
That's crazy. You scroll through
Let's
mine,
see here.
at
So,
least
wait, so very first video I pull up is this monkey being airlifted by a drone.
Fuck.
I
That's
don't know what's
scary.
happening. Let's see what's next. Okay, maybe.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
See,
you know what?
I'm
Maybe.
Yeah,
You see,
Oh, no,
come
no,
on,
no,
none of us.
there's more. You see, it's the boyfriend, so it's wholesome.
Yeah. Cuck, if you will.
Dog in a pillow for it. Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Let's see, how many scrolls does it take to get Asian children fighting? There we go. I did 7.
Damn, back of the dome too. Is that a kick? Can't
Dude.
kick.
Damn.
Not in this sport. Oh,
Damn.
dude. I didn't know we were leg checking in this bitch. That's cool.
Oh,
Where's the
yeah.
ref? Where's the ref?
Jesus. Let the boy up, man.
Oh. Damn.
Oh, damn, dude.
Holy shit, dude.
It's brutal.
Yeah,
So
that's
you can
crazy.
tell it's one of the older ones because now he beats her ass. It's
Hit her with the
kinda getting
uppercut,
out of hand.
man. She's going to keep ducking down.
I mean, now I get why he beats her ass, dude. She just keeps fucking kicking it. I'd beat her ass too.
That boy needs to quit falling down, man.
Yeah, he needs to stay upright. right. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. At Shan the Man on Twitter, Sun Valley Sports Media, SVSM on YouTube. Appreciate you guys watching the stream.
Goodbye, TikTok.
So for Brandon, Tyler, goodbye TikTok. So for Brandon, Tyler, Trevor Murphy, Brooke Bird. You guys have a wonderful week. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And I love Fortnite, but all my bros say what the skims and I